today. Welcome to the English Eve podcast, where English meets real life. I'm Sophia, and today's topic is becoming the best version of yourself. In this episode, you'll discover how to grow step by step in your daily routines and even while traveling. You'll hear stories from real life, so you can build confidence without pressure. We've all had that moment when we want to improve but feel stuck. You're busy, your mind is tired, and you think, maybe tomorrow. But here's the truth. Small steps count more than big leaps. Stay until the end to download the transcript and practice exercises. They'll be super valuable for you. Ryan, thanks for joining us. You're an engineer. Always traveling, always solving problems. Do you ever feel the pressure of being your best self?
All the time. On airplanes, in hotels, even brushing my teeth. I used to think I needed one big change to become my best self. But then I realized, it's like engineering. A strong bridge is not built in one day. It's built piece by piece.
That's a wonderful image. So, what was your first small piece?
Reflection. Just 5 minutes at night. I asked myself, what moment made me proud today? What moment made me upset? This was like checking the blueprint before adding more steel.
Simple questions, but powerful, because they give clarity.
Exactly. Once, after a long trip, I felt tired and guilty for not exercising. But in reflection, I noticed I had smiled at a taxi driver and said, "Thank you," in his language. That was small, but it showed kindness. That night, I wrote, "Proud of kindness, need more rest." That gave me energy instead of guilt.
Many listeners set huge goals, then feel crushed when they fail.
Yes, I see that often. An engineer once told me he wanted to run a marathon in 3 months. But he hadn't jogged in years. He gave up after 1 week. Instead, I said, start with 10 minutes of walking daily. That was his first strong beam.
Like adding one brick to the bridge each day.
Exactly. When I travel, I can't always find a gym, but I can always stretch for 5 minutes in my hotel room. That's my brick. Small, but steady.
I love that. Because progress is often invisible, like water flowing under a bridge. But after months, the structure is strong.
And feelings change too. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds momentum.
But Ryan, what about fear? Many listeners feel afraid of failing before they even start.
Fear is real. Even engineers fear mistakes. I once presented in Germany and my slides failed. My heart pounded. But then I said to myself, a broken slide is not a broken man. I smiled, used plain words, and the meeting worked.
That's such a strong reminder. Mistakes don't define you. How did you keep going?
I imagined myself as a beginner builder. If a nail bends, you don't quit. You grab another nail. Each error is just part of construction.
That metaphor feels so human. A bent nail isn't shameful, it's normal.
Let's create a small practice. Listeners, take 15 seconds now. Think of one brick for today. Maybe it's drinking one more glass of water. Maybe it's writing one friendly text. Maybe it's stretching before bed.
Good. Now say out loud, "This is my brick today." Feel the weight in your picture tomorrow. You step again. Another brick, another layer. Day by day, the bridge grows stronger.
And when you look back after 1 month, you'll be standing on something solid, built by your own hands.
So Ryan, your first lesson is reflection and small wins.
Yes, 5 minutes of reflection at night, 1 brick each day. That's enough to begin.
Listeners, write down tonight. One proud moment, one learning moment. That's your blueprint. Tomorrow, add your brick.
And remember, a bridge doesn't demand perfection. It demands patience.
Beautiful. And that's where becoming your best self begins. Not in pressure, but in patience. Ryan, in our last part, you spoke about reflection and small wins, but some people get stuck in reflection. They think and think, but never act.
True. Reflection is like checking blueprints. But if you never lift a hammer, the bridge stays on paper. Action matters too.
So how do we balance?
I use the two-step rule. Step 1. Reflect for 5 minutes. Step 2. Take one action within the next hour. It can be small. For example, after noticing I feel tired, I drink water or stretch. That action closes the loop.
That feels doable. Reflection plus action. Blueprint plus brick.
Exactly. And feelings shift once action happens. You feel less stuck, more alive.
Many listeners travel, like you. Travel interrupts routines. How do you keep your bridge steady?
I create anchor habits that travel with me. No matter the city, I have one 5-minute anchor. Journal a line and stretch once. I once missed a flight connection in Chicago. The stress was high, but I pulled out my notebook. I wrote one line. I am safe and learning patience. That calmed me.
So even in chaos, the bridge still grows.
Yes, a line of reflection is still a brick. Stretching in an airport corner is still a brick. Travel doesn't destroy the bridge. It simply shifts the worksite.
Let's talk about feelings. Many people fight them, but you say they can guide growth.
Feelings are like traffic lights on the bridge. Green means go. Yellow means slow. Red means pause. Instead of ignoring fear or sadness, I ask, what is this signal telling me?
Can you share a story?
Once in Spain, I felt lonely after a long week. Instead of scrolling my phone, I asked myself, what does this red light mean? It meant I needed connection. So I called a friend. That single call turned my mood.
So the red light didn't mean stop forever. It meant pause, then choose wisely.
Exactly. Feelings aren't enemies. They are engineers of the soul, showing where to strengthen.
Let's try this together. Listeners, close your eyes if you can. Picture your day today. Choose one moment that gives you a green light, joy, or energy. Say out loud, that is my go.
Now think of one moment that felt like a red light, stress or sadness. Whisper softly, that is my pause. Imagine adding one brick of care, like calling a friend or breathing deeply.
Notice how simple words can reframe feelings. Go and pause. Build and rest. Ryan, I must confess, when I'm tired, my green light is always coffee. Does that count?
Absolutely. Even coffee can be a brick, if it brings warmth and energy. Just don't build the whole bridge out of coffee.
Fair point. Too shaky.
Humor itself is a beam. It keeps the structure flexible. A bridge without flexibility cracks under pressure. A person without humor breaks under stress.
That's wise. So humor is not an escape, it's strength.
Yes, it allows us to breathe and continue.
Let's sum this up for our listeners. Balance reflection with action. Create anchor habits that travel with you. And read your feelings like traffic lights.
And don't forget humor, the hidden beam that keeps your bridge flexible.
Beautiful. Listeners, your task tonight. Write one green light moment and one red light moment from your day. Then add one action to strengthen your bridge.
Tomorrow, you'll cross with more courage.
Ryan, last time you spoke about balance, reflection, and action, anchors for travel, feelings as traffic lights. Now let's explore momentum. How do we keep moving forward once we start?
Momentum is like walking across a bridge. The first few steps feel shaky, but once you keep stepping, your legs trust the structure. Small wins build that trust.
What's a small win for you?
Once, during a week of travel, I promised myself to write one kind email each day. Short notes like, "Thanks for helping on the project." After a week, I felt lighter. The bridge had 7 new planks.
That's beautiful. Gratitude itself became your building material.
Yes, and the more I practiced, the more natural it became. Small wins multiply, and momentum grows.
But momentum often meets a wall, self-doubt. People say, "I'm not good enough." Others are ahead.
I've said that too. In a conference in Paris, I listened to brilliant engineers and thought, why am I here? Then I remembered, a bridge doesn't compare its pillars. Each pillar holds its unique weight. My role was different, but still vital.
That's such a calming reminder. Our value is not erased by someone else's shine.
Exactly. Self-doubt is a crack in the cement, not the whole structure. Notice it, fill it, keep building.
Many people think growth is lonely, but you often say community matters.
Absolutely. Bridges stand because many beams support each other. In daily life, community is those beams. A colleague encouraging you, a friend reminding you to rest, even a stranger smiling at your attempt to speak their language.
Do you have a story?
Once in Japan, I was nervous to order food. I stumbled, mixed up words. The waiter smiled, repeated my sentence slowly, and clapped softly when I tried again. That small support became a giant beam of confidence.
That's so touching. Listeners, remember, you're not crossing your bridge alone. Let's practice now. Listeners, think of one. Ryan, we've walked far across this bridge, but every journey has storms. What happens when life shakes the bridge? Missed goals, broken plans, sudden stress.
Storms are natural. I once prepared for a big presentation in London. The projector failed. My slides vanished. At first, I froze. Then I thought, the bridge is still here, even if one beam falls. I spoke with plain words. People listened. Later, they told me they trusted me more because I stayed calm.
That's powerful. The broken tool didn't mean a broken person.
Exactly. A setback isn't the end. It's a test of flexibility. A bridge that bends in the wind is safer than one that refuses to move.
Many listeners fight perfection. They feel guilty if every brick isn't straight.
I tell them, a bridge is not art for a museum. It's for crossing. Small cracks don't stop the journey. Perfection is not required. Progress is.
I love that. Cracks tell a story. They mean life has passed here.
Yes. When I see uneven handwriting in my travel journal, I smile. It's proof I was tired or in a noisy airport, but I still showed up. That's strength.
Let's talk about feelings in storms. Fear, anger, sadness, they all come.
I use the rain rule. When rain falls on the bridge, I don't run. I pause, take one breath, and name the feeling. This is fear. This is sadness. Naming it is like putting a label on a box. The box feels lighter.
That's such a simple but deep practice. Words give shape to the storm.
Yes, and once the storm has shape, you can decide. Step forward slowly or rest under the shelter. Both are fine.
Listeners, take 10 seconds now. Whisper one feeling you had today. Maybe stress. Maybe joy. Maybe loneliness. Say softly, "This is blank."
Good. Now imagine placing that word in a small box and setting it beside your bridge. It's part of your journey, but it doesn't block the way.
Notice how the load feels lighter when you name it. Ryan, I once spilled coffee on my white shirt right before a meeting. I wanted to disappear.
I've done that. Once I wore mismatched socks to a client site. I turned it into a joke. Engineers design bridges, not fashion. Everyone laughed, and the meeting went smoother.
So even coffee stains can become beams, if you laugh and keep walking.
Yes, storms shrink when humor enters.
So today's lesson: setbacks don't end the bridge. Imperfection still carries weight, and storms can become teachers when we breathe, name, and reframe.
Exactly. Your best version is not the flawless version. It's the resilient version, the one who keeps crossing, even in rain.
Listeners, tonight's task: write down one crack or storm you faced this week. Then, write one way that makes you stronger.
Tomorrow, when the clouds appear, you'll know. This bridge bends, but it does not break.
Ryan, we've talked about reflection, small wins, momentum, and handling storms. Let's close with the final step: crossing the bridge into your best self. What does that look like?
It's not a final destination. It's the moment you realize the bridge you've been building is already carrying you. Being your best self is not about being perfect. It's about walking each day with awareness, courage, and kindness.
That's comforting. So instead of chasing a finish line, we live inside the process.
Exactly. Every daily routine, brushing teeth, greeting a neighbor, stretching in a hotel room, becomes a plank. Every choice adds to the bridge.
Can you give an example from your life?
Sure. During one project, I spent weeks abroad. Jet lag was heavy. I couldn't do everything, but I never skipped two things: drinking water in the morning and writing one line in my journal at night. That pair became my foundation. It reminded me, even in chaos, I can lay one plank.
So simple, yet so powerful. That's encouraging for busy listeners. Many people see travel as a break in progress. You see it differently.
Yes, travel is not disruption. It's opportunity. Each airport line teaches patience. Each new street teaches observation. I once got lost in Rome, asked for directions in broken Italian, and laughed with strangers until I found the station. That memory became a beam of courage for future trips.
Beautiful. So the journey itself becomes a teacher. Listeners, here's your closing challenge. Tonight, write 2 sentences. First, write, "My bridge is strong enough today."
And second, write, "Tomorrow, I'll add one plank."
That's it. 2 lines, but they plant hope and action together. Ryan, if I built a bridge with coffee cups and sticky notes, would it hold?
Only if you don't walk on it. But seriously, humor makes the bridge lighter. carry laughter with you, and even long journeys feel shorter.
I'll remember that. Laughter is the secret beam. Ryan, thank you for joining us today. You've shown us that becoming our best self is not about pressure, but about patience.
My pleasure. Remember, listeners, reflection, small wins, resilience, and humor. These are your tools.
And to all of you listening, your bridge is already in progress. Every step you take is proof you're building. Don't wait for perfection. Walk today. Stay until the end to download the transcript and practice exercises. They'll be super valuable for you. Keep walking, keep smiling, and remember, you are crossing into your best self.